Welcome into the fourth mother box. This is Tom Ogreed by myself. Hello there on the podcast, on the video. Yeah, we're trying something new this week. This is a special edition, Ginger Snaps edition of Fourth Mother Box from Tom, one of the co-hosts alongside Kyle Cosentino. You hear us normally every other week, but he's in Europe. Let's hope he stays there. Fingers crossed. Say your prayers, everybody. That Fourth Mother Box is just Tom itself. You know, we have great ratings without Kyle. Phenomenal ratings. Ratings you've never seen before. Ratings you could never believe. But I'm not here to rip on him. He's just as upset, probably not as, with the news that's prompting this Ginger Snaps. But since this is Fourth Mother Box, since this is my podcast, and we're going to start it out the way we always do on Fourth Mother Box, with a little something heavy. Oh, yeah. Welcome into the Fourth Mother Box. Before you do anything, follow us at Fourth Mother Box on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.com/Fourth Mother Box. That's where you're seeing this short or potentially video. If I do a video, I got to do cinematic wave. But anyway, we'll call this a short. This is a Fourth Mother Box Ginger Snaps edition about the devastating news that we heard yesterday on May 18th of 2023 that the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is permanently closing at its last voyage to end on September 30th. The Walt Disney Company shared yesterday. So let's just get on with the Ginger Snaps, shall we? I've seen so many amazing responses, truthfully, in stories since Disney announced the permanent closing of Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the Halcyon, Lady H. It's truly incredible and truly special to be a part of a community of such love, support, and amazing fandom. Right? Amazing fandom. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Okay? Now, before I get real here, I want to take a moment to speak directly to the cast. But both those who I had a chance to interact with and those who I did not have a chance to interact with. I've attended two voyages, May 2nd to May 4th, 2022, and just recently, May 7th to May 9th, 2023. Both were equally astonishing and figuratively and quite literally out of this world. To the cast and crew, if there's a new word for thank you, I'd be all over using it right now. It's normally not hard for me to use my words to explain how both experiences have just made me feel like in the moment and post a voyage. But every time I think about it, I just get lost in moments that were shared with me and my friends and all the other friends that we made on board for those 2 days. Both voyages, myself and the people I attended with came off with friends that we're continuing relationships with on after. That's like, I mean, sure that happens, but this community, this fandom that does it. Life memories that I get lost in that I'll just forever cherish. Thanks to the people, you people that I talked about and am talking about, who made the Halcyon and make the Halcyon. The Halcyon isn't away yet. Today's May 19th, 2023. They dropped this news. It was May 18th yesterday. I didn't get a chance, and I didn't want to jump on and say anything about it yesterday because yesterday was my 6-year wedding anniversary, so I was very much involved in that, and that was a happy distraction because I was very focused on that and my wife. So now we're here talking about it now, but the people who make the Halcyon come to life. That love for those people takes an immediate halt once we get to the people involved in the decision-making. Now, I'll admit, I don't know a single thing on how the business part of the Starcruisers run. I'm not privy to that. Neither do I want to be. But I don't think we'll ever know how much it was really the cost was to run this voyage by voyage, to run the Starcruiser. But we can speculate it was a hefty chunk now, can't we? Hence, why the price for a voyage was about upwards of cost of $6,000 plus, and this didn't get a lot of media coverage, plus you had to do a blood ritual to Baphomet, a.k.a. the Sabbatic Goat. But you mean to tell me that before closing Disney, before closing the tremendous achievement of entertainment, which you're in the business of, which, by the way, you did the bare minimum to save. You have to admit that. You never thought Disney about cutting those executive salaries? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at one who was an executive last year. Nacho Boy Bob Chapek. Now, I call him Nacho Boy because he's taken a shot at me. He's taken a shot at annual pass holders before, saying that they were useless because we didn't spend money in the parks or some horse crap like that, which is a bold-faced lie, Nacho Boy. Come on. You know that's not true. You really don't. Let's talk about his compensation package last year in 2022. It included the following: a base salary of $2.5 million. Okay, sure. $10.8 million in stock grants. Okay. $3.75 million in stock options. A $6.75 million cash bonus. That's a lot of cash. Go on the Halcyon quite a bit, like 2.5 times. $282,762 for personal travel. I don't think he was taking Southwest. And $58,820 in other compensation. Although Bob Chapek would fit in on Southwest. He looks like someone who farts on a plane. And it's almost near $60,000 in other compensation. So why don't you start there, Disney? Did someone who you've given a $7 million cash bonus in really need money for personal travel to each of his mistresses and angioplasties due to the excessive nacho cheese blockage? Or the nearly $60,000 of other compensation? That's a flippin' yearly salary for some people. Okay? A salary, by the way, that you refuse to pay to your cast members who make the magic day in and day out. Haven't you used that "you are the magic" thing over and over again? Magic isn't cheap. It shouldn't be. Was it that hard to literally try anything else before closing the Galactic Starcruiser 2? Was it? Like, the AP discounts should have been there from the get-go. Returning Voyagers should have had the discount if they booked while still on board. Or move money from elsewhere? I mean, again, I'm just giving you ideas. You're the ones running the business. And maybe the best business decision was to close this down. But public perception, and I hate using that word, but, man, you got egg on your face right now for not giving this thing at least, 5 fucking years? Christ. Walt believed in Disneyland when everybody else didn't. And he didn't crumble. He didn't fold. Now, don't get it twisted. There's nobody at Walt Disney World right now, or not even Walt Disney World. It's Walt Disney Company that even comes close to Mr. Walt, the OG. Not even close. The way things are perceived nowadays, you'd think, at least it appears, that Walt Disney Company is being run by that ostrich you run into on the Kilimanjaro safaris. The one here just like, I love safaris, look at all the giraffes. And you're like, yeah, with the fucking ostrich, good lord. Like, where'd it come? You're always looking left and then looking right. The damn ostrich is there again. Christ. This one's for my Karens and my Kevins. The Halcyon is not a failure. I'm talking directly to you Karens and directly to you Kevins out there whose soul left their body. I heard it all at once. I heard the squishiness of you getting off of the plastic of the couch that you were sitting on. Your soul left your body when you heard the news and you ran from your mama's basement to the computer upstairs in the living room that was somehow still running on Windows 95. Ew. The laugh reactions, the comments, the "oh, I told you so." Oh, go to hell. Look, don't take the life decisions you made out on us. We prioritized and didn't go to Starbucks every morning and get a vegan no-whip yellow 5 frat with extra plant froth and 5 punks of fetus blood, or blow our bowling alley paycheck on Swisher Sweets from the gas station. We didn't think about you once we had the time of our lives on the Halcyon. Now go ahead and continue your well-thought-out hate towards what you don't understand, right? And don't even come at me with the timeline that the Starcruiser's in. It's the best possible outcome. Call it controversial. Go to hell. You have absolutely no idea about it. You have not seen it firsthand. Rey and Kylo are, and I'm being aggressive about this, are like 30%, okay? If you go to the correct path. But the other bits and the other people, the characters, make the Starcruisers like the original characters. And every single one of these characters could be the main character if you look at it the right way. Captain Riola Keevan. Thank you. Especially on my last. She is now in my top 10 Star Wars, all-time Star Wars characters of all time. Favorite, I should say. Sorry. So excited about Captain Riola Keevan. She's in comics, and if you get a chance to interact with her, if you have on the Galactic Starcruiser, it's phenomenal. Captain Riola Keevan. Thank you, Captain. The Sajas. Especially shout out to Saja Fenn for helping me bleed a Kyber Crystal last cruiser. And Saja Dax, who showed my group some tremendous things with the ways of the Saja and the Force. Gaia. I can't believe Disney is taking Gaia away from everybody. The fact that there's been people out there that haven't had a chance to see her perform live is truly, 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 truly disappointing. I really hope that the people who portray Gaia, they get a chance to do that past the time that the Halcyon is done for. Wani, Sandro, my God, what a band! Like my favorite Star Wars musician act. Wraith Cole, Lenka Mock, SK620, and Sammy. I want you to know, dear Karens and Kyles, you stay losing here. Now, I don't want you to take my comments about prioritizing budgets, though, as a shot to most of you. Please don't. The folks who bust their ass at their jobs, raise their families, take care of their loved ones, the ones who are saving for the trip in the coming years, I feel gutted for each and every one of you. I read on Facebook this morning about a woman and her family planning to go this January. And her father was in and out of heart surgeries, and they had to reschedule multiple times, and they finally got it right. They finally were able to schedule for this January based on a whole bunch of different things, and Bob Iger, you ripped it from him. That's right, Bobby. You ripped it from him. I called you out. All right, calm down. Yes, but your beloved savior, Bob Iger, needs to feel the heat on this. This is his fault. He's the CEO, is he not? If my team messes up, or if I make a decision at work and I take the heat for it like a good leader, the only failure here is on Bob Iger, Josh D'Amaro, and any executive who decided to pull the linchpin on this under 5 years. The Muppet Babies could run Disney better than you could at the moment, and it kills me to say that because I bought the BS when they announced you were coming back, Bob Iger. I really did. I drank the Iger Kool-Aid, and all it has left me right now after this announcement is disappointment. You've ripped a chance for me to share this with my daughter, who's due in August. I told my friends after we were leaving the last Halcyon trip that we made, I really didn't think that was going to be my last one. I truly did not. I got tricked, and I told my friends, looked at them and said, after we got off, I'm like, I cannot wait to take Lily and Courtney on this. What are you going to do? I know this is a first world problem. I do. I completely understand that. I understand the chance that I've had to be able to go twice. I know if I didn't live in Central Florida, I wouldn't be able to do this. I talked to my wife today, and we were saying if we did not live here in Central Florida, like based on our resort trips, the way we would go around like once a year, I would have not been able to do the Halcyon. It just wouldn't have made sense financially. But living here has made it easy for me to do that. But a lot of people, and again, recognizing that this is a first world problem, I just want to put out there, there's a lot of people who believe that they are better than us, and they make it their duty to create a world that is hard to navigate without hardships. And the Halcyon is something you could just look forward to take the pain away, for a while. But it took it away. I'll end by asking the community, to use your voice like I have today to share your displeasure, okay? Don't act with violence. Don't act with threats or getting physical if you happen to see somebody in the park that you disagree with or has a differing opinion on this. And that includes the people who are in charge of making the decisions here, okay? That is incredibly immature if you act that way. Act with respect. Everything I've said here today is my right as a human being, as is your right as you live and breathe. I don't want any harm done for those who should take the blame for our beloved Lady H from going away. I just don't have faith in the moment with those leaders. I don't. And that's the way I'm going to leave it. Because normally I end Ginger Snaps on something jovial or poppy, but it's just a little bit somber mood. So check out Fourth Mother Box. Thank you for listening. We're going to be back with a full episode when Kyle comes back next week. Follow us at Fourth Mother Box on Instagram. Keep it real.